Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento 2 Seller Invitation plugin. Now this particular plugin will allow the Magento 2 web store admin to send an invite to the users to become a seller of the marketplace, thus helping to maintain a record of which seller is registered in the web store marketplace. Now kindly note that using this particular plugin, the web store owner can send a link for inviting a user as a seller, and email will be sent to the user for seller registration. Only one user can register as a seller with one invite link. The admin can check all invited lists. The admin can enable or disable the link expiration feature and can set the link expiry in number of days when the link should expire. So what happens is that in the default system now, on the normal registration page, there will be no section that will allow the users to become a seller. So if I go to the create an account section here on the marketplace itself, so before I proceed, let me tell you that this particular plugin is an add-on to the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by Webcool. So you'll have to have that first, and then you can make use of this particular plugin. That's the Magento 2 seller invitation plugin itself. So on the normal registration page, there will be no section that will allow a user to become a seller. Initially in the marketplace, what we were doing is we had the option to create an account, and here the sellers, if a customer wanted to become a seller, here we had given one option: do you want to become a seller or not? So you could have chosen it as a yes, and then you had to enter your shop URL as well. But now using this particular plugin, a user can only become a seller via the invitation link sent by the store admin to the users, and the invitation link navigates the user to the registration page where the user will be able to register as a seller and can enter his shop URL as well, so as to proceed further to register as a seller within the marketplace itself. So in today's video tutorial, I'll be taking you through the workflow of the same, and I'll be showing you how the admin would be able to send the invite to a particular user and how the user would be able to register himself as a seller within the marketplace using the particular invite link itself. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now what I'll be doing is I'll be taking you to the admin backend panel, and we'll be logging into the admin panel by entering the username, password, and tapping on the sign in button. Now after the successful installation of the Magento 2 seller invitation plugin under the marketplace management, because this is an add-on of the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by Webcool, so you'll have to navigate to the marketplace management, and under that you'll find one option with the name seller invitation. Here you have the option to invite the seller. I'll also be showing you the initial configuration settings of this particular plugin, but after we are done with the workflow at the front end there. So here you can see that under the seller invite list, we have one button here on the top right hand corner to send an invite to the users to become a seller there. And here already you can see that I've sent the invitations to 3 different users there to become a seller. And here you can see the name, the link status, whether expired or active, seller register status, whether he has registered using the particular link or not. If he has not registered using the particular link, then you can see not registered. After he has registered using the particular link, you will see registered option under the seller status here. Here's the invite code, and here are the emails of the customers there, to whom we have sent the users to whom we have sent the invitation link for becoming a seller within the marketplace itself. So from here you will also be able to delete any of the invitee list there. And to send an invite, what we need to do is we need to tap here on the send invite button. Now this will bring up the send invite section, as you can see here, and here we need to enter the name, email, and the description for the same. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going ahead and I'll be entering the name, email, description for the same. So here I'll be entering gate door. I'll enter kindly register as a seller using this particular link. Thanks. Right? So here we need to enter the email address. Basically, I'm sorry for that. So we have entered the name, the email address of the user, the description that will be sent out to the particular customer there, and then we need to tap here on the send invite button. Now after sending the invite, you can see that the invitation has been sent successfully to the to that particular user's email address, and here you can see that particular user is being listed here, Kate. The link status is active right now. The seller status is not registered. The invite code is NKLX and the email is this. So for this demo purpose, I've used one temporary email address here, as you can see, and here you can see that I've received the invitation email. So if I view this particular email here you can see that kindly register as a seller using this particular link, thanks. It's the same description that we had entered there, and here we have the register now button. So I can open it up in another link and we'll be redirected to the create a new customer account section. Now here, what if you check the URL there, right now I'm not able to show you the URL there, but in the URL you'll be able to see the invite code in the address bar. In the URL that you will see in the end, you will be able to see the invite code as well. And on the create new customer account right now, you can now see that we have the option to enter the shop URL for the sellers as well. So let's get ahead and let's register this particular user as a seller. So I'll enter Kate Doe. I'll enter the email address of the user. Kate shop would be the shop URL. I'll set the password for the account there, and then I'll be tapping here on the create an account button, right? So initially we were not able to see the shop URL, so you can see that now we are registered successfully as a seller within the marketplace there, and we can see the marketplace dashboard as well on the left hand side there. So that was the workflow there, how the admin would be able to send out the invitation link to the users to become a seller directly using the particular link there, and how the users would then be able to register themselves using the particular link as I've shown you there. Now for example, if I take you back to the backend panel, here we had not registered the seller status. Now if I refresh this particular page here, I'll be able to see the seller status. So Kate is the link's status is still active and the seller status is registered. As you can see, the invite code is this and the email is this. All right. So now if I take you to the front end here and tap here on the, for example, if I log out of the seller account there, and now if I try to become a marketplace vendor and try and go to the create an account section, here I'll be able to just create an account as a customer and not as what we say as the seller there itself, right? So so that was that on the normal registration page there will be no section that will allow the users to become a seller, and I've shown you that a user can only become a seller via the invitation link sent by the store admin to the users, and the invitation link navigates the user to the registration page where the user will be able to register as a seller and can enter his shop URL as well. Now let me take you to the admin backend panel once again and let me show you the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin. So for that you need to navigate through stores and then configuration. On the configuration page under the web cool block you'll have to go to the marketplace section, and under marketplace you have to go to the seller invitation section, and here we have three different options that we need to configure. The first one is the enable link expiry. So if you want the link expiry to be enabled, then you need to choose this option as a yes. Otherwise, if you want to have that link active for infinite time, then you have to choose it as a no. If you've chosen it as a yes, that the link should be expired, then you need to give the link expiry time in the number of days. So after 1 day, if I enter 1, after 1 day the link would expire there and the user would not be able to then register himself as a seller using the particular link. Then we have the seller invitation email template. So here you have to select the invitation email template, the default email template that would be sent out to the user on the email address entered by the admin while sending the invitation to the user there. So after making this configuration here, you need to tap here on the save configuration button to save the configuration settings there. So yes, that was much about the Magento 2 Seller Invitation plugin, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.